It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and I'm in the sugar shack today, and we're going to frame in the west wall of my sugar shack. Last year I noticed the wind was just howling through here and it was cooling down the sap, and I'm thinking if I close in that one wall, it'll make a big difference in the length of time it takes to boil the sap. So, which in turn I burn less wood and it just saves a ton of work. So we're going to start framing this in, so let's go. Okay, so my first problem is this piece is too short. So I have this piece, so I'm going to have to somehow extend it. The first thing I'm going to do is square out the beams so I have a good surface to nail to. I'm going to straighten this one out too. Okay, so I have a flat edge there and a flat edge over there, so we're going to try to somehow make a board that fits that length. This is not fine carpentry for sure. $13 and a half. My goal is when I keep this in line with the edge of the log, I can nail my boards flat across. I have to make one shim in between here and the log so I can nail all my boards flat to it. Okay, so we're going to nail in the bottom board. So I'm going to just tack it in there for now until I know it's straight. I never intended to close in this wall, so it meant to be open, but it's way too much wind flows through here. So now that I'm putting this in, I'm going to put the boards to the top, and when the snow melts, I'm going to try to put a few cement blocks just to give it some stability underneath the wall to keep it from sagging. My goal long term is to pour a cement floor in here, but that's a little ways away, I think. She ain't pretty, but she's sturdy for sure. I got that all nailed in. It's nice and solid. I never professed to be a carpenter, but you know what? All I have to do is make a shack that can keep me out of the rain and the wind, and you know what? It really does that, and it doesn't cost me a lot of money. Over a few years, it really didn't cost me much. I have a lot of recycled wood and nails. I got a garage sale. Okay, so I got the bottom board in. I think I'm going to put my vertical boards up. Just so I can have the sides walled in to keep as much snow out as I possibly can in case it snows again. Okay, so the first board is going to be 74 and a half inches. $74 and a half inches. Okay, so there you go. The first board's in. Okay, so there you go. That's what I got done. One little wall. Well, one little wall and the bottom beam. The rest should go pretty quick. Hopefully, well, maybe on Monday I'll have a chance to work on it. So you guys have a good one. You know what? This is what I like. It's nice and peaceful back here. Just listen to that. Well, you can hear sleds rolling, but well, you know, they're having fun, so that's not so bad. But it's just peaceful out here. Anyways, I gotta somehow get way over there at some point and check my lines. That is a lot of snow in between here and there. I am back out in the woods, and this is holiday Monday. It's not anywhere as nice of a day as it was on Saturday, but we will take what we get. That one has a crack in it, but it doesn't really matter. I try to cut it in such a spot that it stays in one piece, and then I'll put enough nails in to hold it in place intact. So you remember, all good projects start off with a chainsaw. Not really, but I don't have any electrical outlets out here, so we're going to use the chainsaw. It just saves a lot of work. The boards are going a little crooked. The next board I have to put the top that way just a little bit. So I got that wall on. I think that's where I'm going to end it. I'm going to bring boards this way until I have about a 3-foot opening, because I think I want a 3-foot door that I can open if it gets too hot in there or whatever. I'm definitely no carpenter, but it's coming along nice. I was going to make swing outdoors, but I think it's going to be impractical, because every year I'm going to have a pile of snow that comes off the roof. There's a natural gap right up against the wall, so I think I'm going to make a sliding door here. I straighten up this edge by putting this little bit of a ledge. I am going to put tin to make the water run off, but it'll be fine until at least next year. And I got this all in. I have to make the door and I gotta make the hinges and everything, so there's still quite a bit of work to do. But that is about my goals for the Sugar Shack anyways for this year. I've had about enough. It's been a busy week with all the snow and then me snow blowing all the way back here. I at least got that wall framed in. I am going to install a door on it this year, but I got to build the door and I have to build hinges for it. Maybe I'll do that this week and we can hang it next weekend. So you guys have a good one.